guy tip you this morning after you changed the pump out?
I may have. Why, did he say something?
Yeah, he said something. Okay? He said he came over there to make sure everything was going good. He looked it over. It was all done. He turns around to look at you, and you've got an iPad in front of him asking how much he wants to tip for the service. What's up with that?
Okay, yeah, I did do that. I'm not gonna lie. And I'm just saying, no amount of budgeting or not eating out at restaurants is gonna make up for the fact that I don't make a livable wage. I don't make enough money to keep up with the prices and inflation that's going on right now. So, tipping is the only way that I'm gonna be able to survive.
What are you talking about? You're one of the highest paid people here. How are you not surviving on what you're making? You're making more in a week than most people are making in a month. What are you talking about? Tips is the only way you're going to survive.
Yeah, I honestly don't know. That's just what the dude at the gas station this morning told me. I went in there and got a Dr. Pepper and a honey bun and 20 on pump 3. And he flipped the screen around and was like, how much tip do you want to give? And I was like, tip. And he was like, yeah, I did my job. Now you need to tip me. And it's just been stuck with me all day. I mean, if he can do it, why can't I?
I don't think he can make you tip him. All he literally did was stand behind the counter, scan the things you brought to the counter, and then checked you out. I mean, there's no reason that you would have to tip him for anything. Like, he's literally gone out of his way to do nothing except his job. He has provided no service other than moving your objects in front of a scanner and clicking 2 or 3 buttons. Like, you didn't tip him, did you?
No, of course not. Just caught me off guard. Did I get a little belligerent when he flipped it around and asked for 20%, tip for doing absolutely fucking nothing? Did I tell him if he didn't flip that fucking iPad back around, the next thing that was going to happen is I was going to watch the sunrise out of the back of a police car? Maybe I got a little out of hand over there. But after I thought about it for a little while, man, if he can ask for a tip, I feel like I can ask for a tip. Because, I'm providing service just like he's providing service. I feel like it was much harder for me to change that pump out than it was for him to scan my Dr. Pepper and honey bun.
I agree. The pump was probably harder to change out than him scanning those things. But, at the end of the day, he doesn't have a job that we should tip at. We don't have a job that we should get tipped at. Okay, now, if our company gives us performance bonuses, that's a different style thing. But just to ask every single customer you come across for a tip's a little much, okay? I'm going to need you to stop doing that right now. If this was a restaurant and you were a waiter and you were giving exceptional service, okay, I could see a tip coming there. But you literally just doing your job, not going out of your way to do anything other than what you're supposed to, I just don't feel like that's something you should be getting tipped for. You know what I mean? Do you know what I mean? I don't know. I just maybe dial it back and don't bring the tip iPad out anymore unless you really deserve it.
Okay, I'm not saying I'm going to stop trying, but, you won't catch me again, but, whatever. Roscoe, do you tip? I feel like your generation's kind of yes or no about that. Are you a tipper, or?
Hey, don't roll me in with that other lot, okay? I'm a tipper. Okay, nice young lady does a good job for me. Makes me feel welcome. I get good service. She gets a good tip every time.
Oh, okay. Well, what about the guys that are waiters? What about the men waiters that come up to you?
Well, I leave a job application on the table when I get them leave for them. Yeah.